could you come out here? We're here at my good buddy Drake's house, and we're going to surprise him this morning. I've been talking about taking him on a camping trip for a while, but that's all he's going to think we're here for. I'm actually going to take him out. We're going on an adventure today, an adventure I've always wanted to go on, and it is a search for spooks. Now, you know what I mean by spooks. I mean, ghosts, apparitions, spirits, those sorts of things. There's all kinds of haunted places in our area around here that we've never gotten a chance to go check out. The thing about it is, well, Drake, he's a little apprehensive about the whole ghost thing. I don't know why, but so I'm gonna tell him we're going on this camping trip, and we'll just get him out of here today. And I think he'll be into it. So we're taking along a camera crew to see the adventure. Come on, let's go get him.
What's this?
Oh, this. Yeah, this is I just thought we'd bring along a camera crew and just document our time and for posterity.
It's kind of a big word.
Oh, well, it's something to do with your rear end. I don't know, but you're game. You're in. You're right. You're with me.
I guess.
All right. Yes, we got him. Come on.
Did you bring the fishing stuff?
The fishing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the fishing stuff. Right. We're probably gonna have to stop by and pick up some of that stuff. I'm not sure I remembered everything on the list. So
yeah. Did you get all the fire making equipment?
Fire making equipment? Well, I thought, we're a couple of guys. We can figure it out, right? I mean,
It's not exactly that simple.
Okay. I think we'll be fine once we get out there, and I don't think we need to worry about all those little details just yet. We'll figure that out when the time comes.
Hey, are you sure you're going the right direction?
Yeah, I mean, it's around here somewhere, isn't it? I mean,
I think the best way to get there is if you just went straight right here. Yeah.
You mean
just went straight? Straight, yeah.
Straight right here.
Right
here?
Keep going straight.
I just have a feeling.
Don't turn this way.
Go down this way.
Don't turn this way.
What is it?
Don't do it.
What's the big problem with turning this way, Drake? I mean,
no, this is
what?
I'm not very comfortable with this road.
Why is that?
Supposedly haunted.
Haunted? Wow, really? Enlighten me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna go camping. Yeah, right. Yeah, so he takes me to Primrose, one of the most haunted locations in northern Indiana, or so it's told. There's a lot of locations in Primrose that are haunted, and there's a lot of tales just in the woods. One of them being, if you go under 20 miles per hour, your car's tires get slashed, and if you go over 30, the car just dies, and then you're forced to get out of the car and head out in the dark. Well, that is if it's dark out. And some people say that there's a ghost farmhouse, and if you go up there, there's an old lady, an old scary lady that will either invite you in or tell you to get lost. Either way, if she invites you in, you're lucky. If she tells you to get out, you're unlucky, and when you try to go back to your car, it's gone, it's vanished, and there's nothing you can do at all. So there's a lot, and then there's a location just off of Primrose, a subdivision, and that has blood rock, and I'll get to that a little bit later.
What is it about this road that bothers you?
Just stay between 20 and 30 miles per hour.
20 and 30?
Just don't go any faster than 30, and
okay,
you should be fine.
Well, why would you say that?
Because supposedly if you go over 30 miles per hour, cars, the tires get slashed.
No, you have been reading. Let's just.
No! Look!
Drake,
No! just started speeding up like crazy, like he had a death wish or something.
Nothing's happening. I've told you a million times.
Stop!
Look. We're coming to the end. We're coming to the end. All right? Was that so bad?
Well,
seriously,
that was one time. Well, this road alone has like 3 haunted stories to it.
Well, you just told me one. You got anything else?
Why would I tell you?
I'm just curious. I mean, we got to pass the time going to the trip, right? So
This isn't a camping trip, is it?
Whatever do you mean? Of course, this is a camping trip. I mean, you know, I don't know what else it could be. So, what's the other stories? What else you got? Huh? What else you got?
Don't turn in here.
Why are you not turning here? What's wrong with this little subdivision off of Primrose? Huh? It's just a subdivision. Nothing more, nothing less.
Of course, it's nothing. It's nothing at all, as long as you don't find a rock in the middle of a lake.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Do you see that back there? What is that? Wait. Camera guy, you got that? Look at that right there. Walking across the yard. What is that?
Black cat.
That's a black cat? Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I've also heard something about Primrose. Something about a black cat stalks around and just things like that. Yeah? Have you heard that? So, oh my gosh, we totally saw the black cat. Like, I couldn't believe it. The mist says there's a black cat, and boom, right there, a black cat. Huh. What is this? What is this? I don't, what is this? Oh, is this a lake? In the middle of a subdivision off of Primrose. Wow. Do you see it? Well, now what'd you say about the lake? What'd you say about the lake?
Okay, there's a lake in the subdivision of Primrose that has a rock in the middle of it, and I've read a lot about this. Apparently, the rock that's in the middle of the lake moves around a lot, and they call it Blood Rock because I guess it's a scary name or something. Anyways, but what we see is kind of a really small rock in the middle of a lake, which makes me believe that the lake's frozen. We know that, so it could just be the tip of the rock, and when it's not, it would move around more.
Okay, I can't see too well. Camera guy, can you zoom in there? You see anything? A tiny little rock. Is that the scary thing that you're thinking? You're scared of that little rock.
It doesn't matter how small it is. If it moves around, as the legend tells, it moves around.
Look, it's on ice. I mean, if the ice melted, wouldn't the rock move? Can't be that bad.
One would think, right?
What are you scared of a little moving rock? What is a moving rock going to do?
It just means something dark is out here.
Something dark.
Something dark and mysterious, and
I'm looking, and I just see a rock. But I'm interested in this stuff. Man. What do you think? Come on. You got any more interesting locations?
Well, I have plenty.
You have plenty? And you're the one scared of this stuff?
I'm not scared.
You're not scared.
I'm not
scared of a little
no,
rock,
I
right?
just think it's stupid. All this is just just stupid.
You don't think there is such a thing as ghosts? Do you?
No, it's just something that happened a long time ago.
Well, like what?
Okay, all right. You know, a few years ago, I went on a camping trip out here in the woods in Primrose, and you know, it wasn't that scary. It was actually kind of fun, but then it was night, and then they were telling scary stories. You know, you've all heard scary stories in campfire, but you know, the stories they were telling were the actual haunted stories, the legends of Primrose. And you know what? That'll be pretty spooky at night when you can't really see anything around you. It's pitch black, and somebody grabs me from behind, and I kind of scream high pitched like a girl. That's like, I'm scared, and I may have wet myself. All right, now. I don't know. It's a long time ago, but you know, ever since then, I've been looking up some paranormal stuff, just to kind of guard myself and keep myself away from all this junk. And I don't want Buck to be driving me around to these places and making me go to these places and tell off these stories, because, quite frankly, you know, I'm not very comfortable with it. And you know, I'm gonna tell Buck that I want to go home right now, and no more of this junk. I'm just going home and watching TV or something. So. No.
Drake.
I'm not gonna do this. No,
Drake,
we're not gonna do this.
Why? What's the problem? What's the problem? It's just a few locations. We go, we film, we're out of there, we're making the money.
What's the point?
The money. You know, I figure we film a couple places like this, like we just went to, and we capture some stuff on footage, and we edit it together, we make it some cool titles and some cool music, and we pitch it to a producer, and before we know it, we're bringing in the bucks.
Didn't it ever occur to you to maybe, I don't know, pitch it to a producer before we start filming crap?
Well, that's besides the point, but yeah, I have actually already pitched this to a producer. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I take Drake out for the day, we film in all these different haunted locations that people have come up with. There's myths out there all about areas around here. We film in these locations, we get this stuff on tape for the first time ever. We package this thing all together in a movie, we ship it out there, boom, success. We take the world by storm, everybody's gotta see the movie. And get this, what do we call it? Wait for it. Wait for it. Ghostbusters. You can't do that. What? Why? So we'll see how that goes. But what he is doing right now, he's writing out a list of some of the locations he has studied before that are in this area. Just all the locations in this area, and he's gonna have me take a look at that and see where we should go and where we shouldn't go. So come on over here. Okay, what do we got?
Well, we already have the Primrose Road,
Sure.
but there's also Sycamore Road, which is also used to be called Roller Coaster Road because it moved up and down. But basically, the theory is, it's if you go at a certain speed, again, it seems that there's a ghostly car chasing you from behind. Another one's a few of them. There's different ones. There's Oliver Mansion.
Okay.
Somebody killed themselves. You see their ghost. You know the whole, you know.
Sure. Classic ghost tale.
There's a local chain of restaurants, a Mexican place, Hacienda. Somebody killed themselves there, and a lot of customers see like lights flickering. And
let me see this. That's good. It's all good. Okay. Here's what I want you to do, because I know you don't feel comfortable with this sort of thing. Maybe take the top 4 places that you really don't feel comfortable going. Like you think these are probably the scariest places on the list. Just go ahead and cross them off right now, and we'll be sure not to go to those
okay,
locations.
all right.
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, definitely not this place.
Oh. All right. Good.
And I think we should be good with this.
Okay, so yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just see where the day takes us, and come on along. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna actually go back to Primrose, but what he doesn't know is I'm actually gonna stop the car and we're getting out this time. Drake. Come on. What's the... Come on, come on. Come on, what's the problem? What's the problem? Come on out. There's nothing.
This is not a good road. We have to get out of here.
Come on, it's daytime. Come on. It's daytime. Just look around. There's nothing going on. It's like silent out.
Which is really not cool.
Let's just take a few minutes. Take it in. Guarantee. Drake, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Get him back in.
Nope, nope, come on. You're not leaving me out here by myself.
I thought you weren't scared.
I mean, what do you see?
It feels a little too quiet.
It's actually very quiet. Can you imagine this place at night? Look at this. No hunting or trespass. Wow. Violators
I think that's a clear sign to get out of here.
Violators will be persecuted.
Let's get out of here.
Hello? You hear that? Hello? Anybody? See what I'm talking about? We can't end our search here. We got to keep going on. Not until we find something. We are going to find something today. All right. Let's get back to that list. So far, nothing.
Let's get out of here.
Ow. All right. Alright, hey guys, hey everybody, Buck here, and I just want to do a little update. So far we've hit up the Primrose location. Unfortunately, haven't really found anything yet, and I do know that my buddy Drake here, he's a little nervous still about this whole idea, so I gotta loosen him up to this idea of going around. So I brought him here to an old abandoned, worn down cemetery. I'm just gonna get him out of the car. Come on. There is nothing to be afraid of here. This is just it's abandoned cemetery. I just want to get you comfortable to the idea of being among the dead.
They said, no, I'm not afraid. That's it. I'm not afraid.
You're not afraid. All right. Look at this. Louisa, wife of A. Haddock, died December 25th.
Oh,
1844,
man.
aged
25 years.
25 years. Something months, 2.5 days or something. She was 25 years old, and she's down here.
That's kind of creepy.
Can I have this? All right, so this is where they keep the dead people. We doing okay? We doing okay here? What are you feeling? What are you sensing?
I mean, it's not too terrible. I mean, there's no legend to this place. Like, it's not haunted or anything.
Well, no legend that we know of.
It's just a spooky looking grave site.
Sure, and this is kind
So
of.
let's get out of here. We are now at the Adams Street Cemetery. Now, this is a really old cemetery. A lot of them are from the 1800s. And as you can see the gates down here, you can see just looking at the gates that look really freaking scary, with everything growing out of everything. But the legend tells that if you snap a photo of some of these cemetery gravestones, that a kind of a mist goes over the picture in front of the gravestone as if it were like a ghost or anything. So we're gonna attempt to simulate that. So all I got is the iPhone, so it's not exactly film, but it's the best thing we got right now. So let's just take a few pictures. And from over here. And one over here. I don't know, like, right now it doesn't look like anything's showing up, but if we run it through the computer, maybe we'll see something through Photoshop, enhance it a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, there's not much to this place, so that's it. Okay, so I checked out the iPhone pictures that we took the cemetery, and as you can see here, we really didn't get anything. But you know, I was expecting that. It was pretty bright out still, and it was taken with a digital camera, a digital phone camera at that. So like, when it's not film and it's bright out, you're pretty much not gonna see anything. So you know, it's too bad, but what can I say? All right.
Yeah. Oh, hey, dude. Sycamore Road. That was on your list, right?
Yeah, this is one of them.
Okay, so turn here.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, what's the legend here?
Basically, if you go 60 miles per hour,
60?
there's supposedly supposed to be a ghost car that chases you.
Okay. Well, let's do it. We're going 50, 55, 60. Take a look. What do we got?
Nothing?
Nothing.
Well, supposedly this was supposed to be Roller Coaster Road once. That it used to be bouncy. It's supposed to be
hilly.
Yeah, a lot of hills because it was called Roller Coaster Road. But what it looks like is they leveled the street out.
Oh, because look over here. I mean, there's hills.
Definitely huge hills, which means if they leveled it out, maybe the spirits have left.
The spirits have left. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to debunk this one. I don't see anything. Let's move on.
Alright, right now we just pulled up to St. Mary's College in South Bend, and as you can see behind me, that's the bell tower, where supposedly a student hung herself, and every now and again, there's been claims saying they could see her swaying back and forth still. So now we're scouting it out, trying to find this student. Let's do it.
Alright, I'm good. Did you need to go? Oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe it has to be darker.
Darker? Well, cameraman, maybe you can get a better view up there. See what we got. So far, I'm seeing just a whole lot of nothingness.
You know what I think is kind of creepy? Not the bell tower, but some of these windows have like strange looking curtains. That one up there has a red curtain and it's creeping me out. Like I could almost see like a ghostly face looking back at us saying, "Get away, get away."
You would.
Thanks.
Well, I like the location. It'd be awesome if we could get up there.
Yeah, but probably better not to.
Why? Come on, I mean, there's got to be a door somewhere that we should get in. What do you think? Come on. Whoever it was walked these very halls. Probably just moments before she ascended.
probably walk in the indoor halls though. I don't think she climbed the building. Definitely a door up there. Yeah. Well, how else would you get it there?
Probably a lot.
It says, please use the main entrance. Do you think we can get into the main entrance? You think it's
No.
open?
I think this is as close as we're gonna get.
No.
All right.
Well, it's just too bad. Oh well. All right.
All right. Hey y'all, just a little status update on our little trip out today. Unfortunately, we're not having too much luck in the spirit realm today. Maybe the spirits are quiet, maybe it's too early in the day. But the fact of the matter is, we have some more locations to hit up today. We really got to start finding something good because I need some good footage to take back to the producer to urge him to push this movie a little further. So wish us luck as we continue on our quest, on our search for ghosts. Here we go. All right, Drake. So, I mean, really, how's this coming along? Are we okay?
I mean, we haven't caught anything on tape.
I know.
I don't know. I'm not really sure how this trip is gonna last.
Okay. We have to step it up from here, and the only thing I can come up with is we need some funding. You know, we really need to get our funding in order. I'm gonna give Drew a call.
Right.
I'm just gonna give him a little update on how things are going, and maybe that'll work. You know.
What do you want?
Hey, yeah, is this Drew?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Buck here. I just wanted to give you a little update on what's going on. We've been out all day, and we are capturing just some great stuff on the film. What's it? No, really. This stuff is amazing. I mean, you're not going to believe what you see when you play back these tapes.
Are you serious? You actually went out and did that? I thought I told you no.
I'm telling you, you are not going to believe the stuff we have. Promise me, this is going to be great.
Are you sure?
I promise you, you are not going to believe some of the stuff we're capturing on film. This is the movie, man.
All right. Well, I'll meet you tomorrow. Show me what you got.
Okay, all right.
What are you thinking? We haven't caught anything. If you haven't noticed.
The thing is, we're going to before the end of the night. So I stretched the truth a little bit, but the fact of the matter is we're gonna get our funding now. He's gonna take a look at the footage tomorrow, and we're gonna be all set to push this movie out onto the world.
You really think we're gonna catch something by the end of the day?
That's it. We have to. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. We just have to.
Well,
are you done here? Come on, we gotta get back out there.
Sure. Well, where are we gonna go next?
Well, I've got an idea. Come on.
All right.
Okay, so here's the deal, all right? We just finished up our little stop here for dinner. We may have some funding for the movie coming, but the thing is we have to step things up a bit. So the idea I've come up with, I haven't quite shared with Drake, is we got to go to some of these locations that he's crossed off earlier today. I mean, they are the key locations. We're definitely going to find something there. So we're heading over to Gravity Hill. Come on.
Hey, Buck. Where are we going? We've been driving for about 45 minutes without a stop at all.
Well, I mean, don't worry. I've got a plan. I've got an idea in mind, and I think you're really gonna like this one. I think this one's gonna be really good. We're almost there. Just hold tight. We're almost there.
Are we going to go to Gravity Hill?
Gravity what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Gravity Hill.
Gravity.
That's one of my crossed off locations. We're not gonna go there, are we?
Oh, is that one of the ones you crossed off? Oh my gosh, yeah, I mean, I had an idea of going to this one spot, but the Gravity Hill place, it's right by it, and it has such a great story to it. I thought this has got to be a place where we're really gonna step things up a notch, and we have to. We haven't found anything yet, you know?
You promised me that we wouldn't go to any of those crossed off lists. That's why you made me cross them off.
Well, see, yeah, I had you cross off all those because I really had to get an idea of what the best locations were gonna be. It's for the movie, man. For the movie, we gotta. You can do this for the movie, man. What's so wrong about Gravity Hill, really?
So, Gravity Hill. I had it crossed off on one of my locations, so Buck wouldn't take me. But you know, Buck, being a jerk, he brings me anyways because he thinks it'll be cool to show it on footage. Yay! No, okay, so Gravity Hill, it's a weird tale. There's a hill kind of up in, kind of in the middle of South Bend and Gary, and it goes up, but when you park the car, it will seemingly get pushed up by a ghost. And the legend there is, you know, a long time ago, there was a school bus full of children that got hit by a train, okay? And the legend tells that the ghosts of the children are the ones that are pushing your car up the hill. And I don't know about you, ghosts of children pushing your car up, spooky. I know no ghosts itself, you know, that's okay, but children ghosts is just spooky. But I've also heard legends that you can pour like powder on the back of your car and you'll see handprints too, so we're not gonna try that. So let's just get this over with.
Okay, so it should be right around here. What was the name? What was the mailbox you said?
1016.
And why do we have to stop at that one?
It's just part of the legend. I'm not really sure.
All right, what do we got? We got 1010. I don't care what you say. Any place like this right now is just eerie anyways. All right, this is 1016. So I put the car in neutral right here.
Right. And we're supposed to be pushed up by the ghost.
I mean, we are facing uphill here. And I'm not noticing anything.
Go up a little bit. Maybe, like, you are not quite touching 1016 yet, so.
Okay. All right, so I've got it in neutral. If I look outside, I see it moving very slightly. Barely noticeable.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, it is moving. It's just extremely slight. So this ghost must not have a lot of energy.
Well,
today.
the legend, like I said before, was a bunch of kids got hit by a train, so it's like a kid trying to push the car. That's the idea.
The fact of the matter is, we are moving. We are moving, and we're facing uphill. I mean, I can definitely tell, even looking behind me, that we are facing uphill.
Seems like they're actually going. I don't know, maybe.
It's picked up a little speed. Yeah, it's stopping now.
It's stopping now.
You can feel it stop, can you?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I've read people's testimonies about this road, and I thought I read that people have gone a little bit further than that, saying that it doesn't take you all the way up the hill, but it does take you up.
But I mean, seriously, aren't these places, you know, I've read about these Gravity Hill things before too, and aren't they just optical illusions? You know, aren't we really facing down, but it looks like we're facing up?
Just look at that right there.
Can
you see over that hill?
No.
Exactly.
I know what I see, but I don't know. All right, well, I'm not entirely sure I'm believing in this myth right now, but I don't know where we're at. All right. All right, so I just got word that there's an actual paranormal investigators group in this area that's actually conducting their own investigations today, and I gave them a ring up just a few minutes ago, and Drake's agreed with me. We're going to go check out what they do, kind of get a first-hand experience of what this real ghost hunting is like, see what we're doing wrong, see what we can improve on, and let's go check it out. How long have you been leading the Indiana Paranormal Society?
Well, I've been doing this for about 15 years myself now. About 10 years ago, I joined up with another group and ended up becoming the director of that group, and I was the director there for about 4 years. And then we broke away about 6 years ago, and we formed the Indiana Paranormal Society and been going strong since then. I want to know that we're not only just a paranormal group, we're actually a big family now. The majority of the group has been together now for 6-7 years. We know each other, you know, we hang out outside of the ghost hunting circle. We take very serious what we do, but we also have a lot of fun doing it. Well, there's a difference between a ghost hunt and a ghost investigation. The ghost hunts that we do are when we come out to cemeteries, places just to, you know, try to get pictures, EVPs, video, anything we can get like that while we're out here. They're more laid back. They're not as hardcore, if you want to call it that. Then we do an investigation where we actually go into people's homes, businesses, stuff like that. That's when we'll break out all the cameras, all the equipment, the EMF meters and IR thermometers and stuff, and actually go through and do a thorough sweep of the home. Try to get any activity that we can get that way. Like I said, these are more of a hunt, so it's just, you know, taking as many pictures as we can get, as much EVP and stuff. We'll go back home, we'll put them all on the computer and see what all we can get out of that. During the day, it's kind of hard to get too much activity. We get, you know, 90% of our stuff happens at night. It's a lot easier to get orb photos, the mist, stuff like that at night. But we have gotten stuff during the day too. So.
Okay, some spiritual people believe angels and demons are commonly mistaken to be ghosts. What do you think to that?
I think it's a possibility. I mean, we're more of a scientific group. We're out here trying to figure out, you know, what this is. Every culture, every belief, every country in the world have ghost stories. You know, it's been going back for thousands of years. It's got to be something. You know, whatever it is it something in your mind? Is it angels, demons, actual ghosts? And that's what we're trying to prove.
And most biblical stories where angels show up, they have a message. They have a reason. They're not just haunting a party. An angel shows up, he's got something to tell you, he's got something to say, a reason. And a demon, you know, we don't mess with that.
Yeah.
And we work with a lot of people in the area, Barbara the Grey Witch and a few others that can help out. We got some preachers and stuff too that can do cleansings and stuff like that can help out.
And there's an exorcist at Notre Dame, and we don't say his name, but if we went into a bad situation, we would call him and ask him. We find the Catholic Church is maybe the most versed on this type of thing, so we kind of turn to them because they have the most experience.
Gotcha. Sure.
And they're the most accepting. Other churches, they'll just kind of go, that's not. They either don't have the experience or don't have the knowledge, so.
And earlier you said something about, you know, there's a lot of different types, like you were talking about demons and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So how would you best describe, I guess, ghosts, or what are the different types?
The different types would be, I mean, even ghosts are classified in different, you know, sections. You've got a poltergeist that seems to be attached to a single person, normally an adolescent kid. They will, you know, follow the person around. You've got ghosts in the physical sense that could be anywhere. You just see, you know, an undead spirit that's walking around. You have what's called a residual haunting, where the ghost walks up and down the steps every night at midnight, whether you're there or not, it's going to do it. Then you've got, you know, your whole separate thing with shadow people. People don't know what those are. Looks like a human form shadow that's moving by itself. We don't know what that is. Orbs, mist. I mean, once you get into it, for as long as we have, you know, the orbs, we pretty much just discount. I mean, it's a ball of energy. That's all we will say it is. It's a natural phenomenon. You can get it from dust, from water, anything in the air, snow. We like the ones that's moving. I mean, if we get one that's actually in motion or something, those are kind of cool. But for the most part, you know, orbs we discount. This is an IR thermometer. What we do with it, they got a little laser dot on it. Anywhere you see the little red dot, it'll tell you what the temperature is.
Okay.
We use that for finding cold spots. Normally you're looking for a plus or minus 10 degrees of the base area. We've used this before, you know, finding drafts, especially in people's homes that have like a vent or something they don't notice. And we'll use this to find out, you know, that's where the cold spot's coming from. We've used this to actually track cold spots through buildings before.
Do you investigate anything else that is paranormal or just ghosts?
We try to do everything. We actually got a remote viewing project that we're getting ready to start trying to do in the group. We've did UFO nights where we've, you know, sat around, you know, at night trying to see UFOs. You know, ghosts is probably the only thing that we really can investigate. There's no Bigfoot out here, you know, UFOs are so hard to see, you know. So, I mean, ghosts is a big thing that everybody can get involved with and do. We've got a lot of, this place has a lot of shadow people out here. We don't sit too much inside the actual cemetery. It's always out on the perimeter, all the way around the cemetery. We've had this numerous times when we come out here. This is one of the best spots for activity that we found. This and then Munchkin Land used to be. But these are the two big hot spots that we used to always get activity at every time we come out here. We've seen stuff, you know, I mean, we saw stuff like run between the trees and that brush pile over there, shadow people. And, you know, we all took off over there to see, you know, if there's somebody. I mean, it looked like there was somebody. Maybe an animal or something. We noticed there's leaves on the ground. We would heard them crunching. We didn't hear anything. It's just silent. But everybody in the group saw it. So, yeah, we get stuff like that out here all the time. Yeah, I got touched at one point, too.
Deserved it, though.
We were at the old Valparaiso Insane Asylum. It was an old folks' home. And I was in the basement. Everybody left me down there. I ended up falling asleep. So I woke up and my camera was the only thing that wasn't dead. My flashlight was dead and my video camera, everything dead. So I'm walking around taking pictures, seeing the flash, I could see where I was going. And something smacked my hand down. And I know there was nobody else in the room. I was all alone. There's nothing that could have fell down off the ceiling. It was a hit. That in the 1950s, two kids either killed themselves or committed suicide in the basement. They don't know which. As a boy and a girl, and before they died, they wrote their names in blood on the wall. Back when the church was originally built, they said the preacher hung himself on a tree out back. None of this we can verify. The only thing that we can verify is that back in the 70s, they had a bunch of unexplained fires here. One of them actually started in the offering plate as it was being passed around, and they had fire damage on the inside of the church, and that's why they shut it down. We can verify those two stories.
Okay.
This is an EMF meter, a cell sensor. What we do with this is it measures the electromagnetic field in the area. A lot of people believe that ghosts can manipulate that. So what we do is, especially like in cemeteries and stuff, when we know we don't have any power or anything, we'll use this, just walk around, see if we get anything, see if we get any fluctuation in the power. If you put this up to like a battery or like a TV or something, it'll go off and set it off. So you just got to be careful, you know, what you use it around.
Sometimes a cell phone too.
We use it in houses too. A lot of people will have like they'll say, like, you know, they go in the basement, they get a feeling that somebody's watching them, and they get paranoid and stuff down there. It's something called a fear box. High EMF fields has been proven that it will make you paranoid and make you feel like somebody's watching you. Just really messes with you. So we'll go down there and test, make sure they don't have anything exposed or anything down there using these. We got different styles. This is the cell sensor here. We've got a ELF meter and a couple other ones. That actually has a readout in here. And you know, if it spikes anything over like 100 or so, it's pretty much bad. You need to have that covered up so it's not in the area. I've run one time. That was at Munchkin Land when the light appeared. It was just me and one of my buddies. We just went out there at night, 2 in the morning. There was nobody around, and it looked like a spotlight lit up the center of the cemetery. And that's the only time we actually ran from a hunt. And I was like, you know, just the two of us. We're getting out of here. You know, that's enough.
Usually we're running from physical things.
Yeah, more
like
physical, dogs and stuff like that.
Animals.
And like I said, you get people out here with, you know, Ouija boards all the time, and we've run off several. You know, we'd come up here and they'd be doing, you know, have candles and stuff, Ouija board in the center of the cemetery doing stuff.
Wow.
You'd be like, you know, you guys got to go. Yeah, this is a really weird spot out here. We've got some good EVPs out here. I'll show you guys how we do an EVP session once we get up here. EVP is, it's an electronic voice phenomenon. What we do is we take digital recorders and we will ask questions. In between each question, we'll pause 10 to 15 seconds and then ask the next question. Normally we don't hear anything while we're actually taping the stuff. We'll put the files on our computer, go back and listen to them later, and sometimes in between the pauses there, you'll get answers to your questions. We've had stuff, we went to the school, like I said, and we had somebody, we were taping everybody in the room. We know nobody said anything, and we got a song. It was Don't Talk About Me When I'm Gone from 1932.
Can you make a loud banging noise or knock on something so we can hear you?
You know, if it had been a radio or something like that, you know, we would have mentioned that in our recording. We went to an old museum in Crown Point. It's a jail museum. And we asked, can you tell us who you are? We got a name, rank, and a serial number. Well, the weird thing was when we went back and did our research on it, one of the directors there, they're like, you know, she got completely pale when we told her the name and stuff. We go up to her office and she had the personal effects of that soldier. It wasn't out on display, it was all up in her office, so there was no way anybody could have known that he was there. She actually had the helmet that he was wearing that he was shot with, had the bullet hole that went through the helmet. And it was in the office, getting ready to be put on display, and nobody knew about it. And, you know, we got his name, rank, and serial number. So stuff like that is really hard to discount, you know, when we're doing all this stuff, and, you know, you get answers and stuff, and, you know, it's weird because you're actually in the area, and you can be sitting there listening to the recorder, nobody said anything, you play it back, and you'll get an answer. You know, those are the spooky things. So I'll do a EVP session here for you. I just use my cell phone a lot of times. I also got voice recorders and stuff. Just a second, I got a phone call first. Okay, this is Kurt Richardson. We're on a ghost hunt at Evergreen Cemetery. It's during the day. Telling you. That later.
Popular guy.
It's during the day. We're going to do an EVP session out here. If there's anybody out here with us, can you please tell us what your name is?
Jennifer's walking.
Can you tell us what year it is? Now, one of the things we do, like, we always try to ask different questions that try to get a response. Sometimes we'll ask, you know, what do you think of black people? Because back in the 1800s, I mean, that was a big topic. Everybody had their own opinions of them.
Where's the money?
Where's the money at? Stuff like that. I mean, anything that we can try to get a response from. Sometimes, you know, you do the shaving a haircut, you know, the 3 knocks and see if anybody responds.
What?
What the hell? I don't know. You knock 3 times and see if they knock afterwards or whatever. You do the knocks. They do it on
What
Ghost
that has
Hunters
to
all
do
the time.
with shaving a haircut?
That's the name of the song. Shaving a haircut, 3 dicks. I don't know. But that's what we do. And one of the things we do too is we always ask them if they have anything else to say before we turn off our recorders. And then when we say thank you at the end, we always let our recorders record for just, you know, another 5-10 seconds afterwards. Because we found that a lot of times once you say thank you and you're done, that's when you'll get a response or something right at the very tail end of the thing. So we always let them run just a couple extra seconds. If we're in a place that has, let's say, like a lot of Native American burials, a lot of times normally we don't smoke on hunts. You know, we have a designated area for the smokers. But if it's a Native American area, they consider tobacco as a peace thing for them. So sometimes at them locations, we will smoke a cigarette for them or leave tobacco around for them.
What do you think of Primrose?
Garbage. We did all the research on it. There was never a house built there. That was all swampland back to 1932 when they did the water projects out there. They drained all that swamp into that housing development out there, that big lake they got in the center. That was all the water that was there. They drained it all over there. The only part of Primrose that is somewhat true is the Blood Rock story. The rock is there. It is at the end of the road. It's spray painted hot pink so people don't see it and don't drive into somebody's front yard. The rock's been moved 2 or 3 times because they've worked on the road. But it's always been brought back there. But that part of the story is true. Everything else, there's never a house, nothing's ever happened. But one thing you want to remember too is that when a place gets on the web, like on Shadowlands, like Primrose, where they say it's haunted, you're going to get 100 people out there with Ouija boards and everything else trying to do seances and stuff. They can actually make a place haunted. You know, a place that's not originally haunted, they could bring something in out there, which very well could have happened at Primrose, you know, which could have been the stories. We've never gotten anything out there. But We do have a school that we've been allowed into. We're not allowed to say the location or anything, but we've got special permission to be in that one. And we've gotten a lot of stuff there. We had a EVP session. We set our recorders on the stage and went out to the car. Everybody out there smoking, everybody accounted for. We go play the tapes back. You hear cheers being drug across the floor, and you hear a guy start singing, and a whole choir behind him starts singing. So.
And we are definitely not a choir.
Yeah. We've been into Mansfield Reformatory where they filmed the Shawshank Redemption. We've been into Waverly Hills, a big sanitarium down in Kentucky. Been inside the Golden Dome of Notre Dame, the actual dome itself up top. So yeah, I mean, we get into places that no other group gets into because we've really worked to build our reputation in the area. Yeah. I mean, nowadays a lot of times if you're in a cemetery at night, cops get called on you and stuff. They love us. I mean, they know who we are, especially in the Mishawaka South Bend area. We just tell them, we show them our business card, let them know who we are. They know we're not out there turning over gravestones. If there's any problems, we're going to call the police and let them know.
Yeah.
They hunt with us.
Yeah.
Like
we had people, cops actually give us locations to go check out.
And we give them the card. They'll come out. They'll actually want to see what we do and hunt with us. It's kind of, it's fun. Yeah. I mean, they'll come out. And, they'll run to our calls because they know we're ghost hunting and they want to come with us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I've got. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Very nice. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, hey. Little status update for y'all. We're driving on to our next location, but we just finished up with the Indiana Paranormal Society. We got to meet up with them back here, and not only did we get some of our questions answered, but we actually got to go out on a couple ghost hunts with them in some locations around here. That was pretty awesome. We found a couple interesting things, actually. Drake was taking some pictures of the woods, and we seemed to have something show up in the picture, and they were talking to us about how it looks a lot like a shadow person. And take a look and see for yourself here. You can see through this something. It appears that it may be something hanging from the ceiling, as you can see here. But on the left side here, we have all kinds of just a misty outflow from it. If you look straight through it, you can see a coat hanger, but it doesn't seem to make any sense. What kind of material would we be seeing completely through? You can see the trees behind it. And we also have what appears to be the shoulder on the right side doesn't appear to be held up by anything. If you zoom in a little farther here, you can actually, if you look close, you can kind of make out what we think is a face. It appears to be looking a little bit to the left and down. I mean, this is all just, hypothetical, but we may have something here. We may actually have a shadow person or an apparition or some sort of deal here. Guess we gotta leave that up to your imagination a little bit. So I mean, really some really crazy stuff is going on here, and I'm not really quite sure what to make of it. I mean, I was hoping we would find stuff, but I wasn't certain, and I don't know if we still have or not. But we're not going to stop now. Sun's starting to set, and that's, I think, when we can get some of our best stuff, hopefully. But we'll see. I mean, this day is turning out very interesting as we go along. We'll see. Cold.
It is. It's like it's just gotten so much colder. A lot of times, when you're around haunted locations, there's cold spots. So
there's cold spots everywhere here. Oh, so we've made it to, where are we at? Red Mill
Lake Dam.
It says it's supposed to be a dam, but this is the closest thing. It's a man-made, or animal-made. And I guess we're supposed to see some spectrum of a girl so frightening no one would want to see it.
Yeah, it seems that there's supposed to be a girl that haunts this place, and she's been seen on several occasions, and it's supposed to be really frightening. But as you can see around this location, just look at it. It's not a place that you want to be. It's pretty creepy. Dude, what are you doing?
Great. There's an opening in the fence. Come on. Hello?
Hello?
What are you doing, Drake?
You know, I'm starting to get a hang of this, you know? Come on!
Okay, we don't have to quite be like that.
Well, if you want a ghost to come at you, you better get angry.
Well, not too angry now.
I don't want to fall in.
Is there anyone out here? If you are, make a gust of wind or tree branch fall or something.
It is really cold.
I got nothing.
It's cold.
What do you got? I'm kind of ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anything, but this place gives me the
Heebie-jeebies.
heebie-jeebies. We're gonna move on. We're moving on.
I have a feeling though.
I'm calling this location. No.
I have a feeling that if we stayed here, that something would show up. I just have that weird feeling.
There's like no lights whatsoever. It would be pitch black. You sure?
I mean,
Now we've got so many other locations. Obviously nothing wants to show its face around here, so fine.
I mean
We'll pick up something else somewhere else.
The legend was that she only comes during the dark. The dark. Like this
Well,
isn't super dark.
This is dark enough for me.
Dude, let's go. Let's find something else. But
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But it's gonna be good. It'll be good.
Okay. Okay, so we're here at our next location, and it's one of the most recognizable locations in South Bend, campus of Notre Dame. Okay, they've got some really old buildings here. I mean, you can see up on top of some of these buildings it says 1881.
I think that's 1879 up there.
1879 on that one there. There is a lot of stories that come out of Notre Dame, and we thought it was just kind of eerie as even when we're coming in, there's this big cemetery. I mean, that's like the first thing you see when you come on campus.
Yeah. I didn't even know about a cemetery on Notre Dame.
Yeah, so we've got a couple buildings here that we've got some stories about. Behind us is Washington Hall, and I think everyone knows George Gipp, you know, the Gipper, win one for the Gipper. So there's some stories that come out of here, and we're just gonna kind of feel it out and see if we can see what we get from this place.
All right, here at Washington Hall, there's two haunted stories. Not only did the George Gipper story, but there's also a steeple on the top of this building, and there's a story that somebody fell and their ghost haunts this area. I haven't seen anything, but it's spooky.
What? Drake? Drake?
Yeah. Hey.
Come here. I swear I just felt like something blowing like on my neck. I mean,
Hey, don't kid around.
no, like the hairs on the back of my neck, you know, literally standing up right now. I mean,
Well, I think you're just paranoid.
no, I felt like this gush of like, not just like air, but like, it was really close to me. Something like right on top of me.
You don't think you could just be paranoid? I mean, it's getting darker, and like, I don't know, you know? It could just be paranoid, and this is an old place.
I just have a feeling about this. Just something doesn't feel right about this.
I don't know. Let's just talk about the next haunted location here in Notre Dame.
What else? What else is there? I mean, I remember this one. I mean, I remember that Notre Dame has, before it was a campus, was a Potawatomi Indian land.
Yes, it was an old Indian place, and there's a lot of haunted locations here. And one of them is basically saying that the Indians just roam around this place. There's no specific place. But up here is the main building, and it could be Columbus Hall.
This stone step case behind me is actually one of the haunted stories. Residents here have seen a horse, like an Indian horse, wandering up there on the staircase. This is one of the main buildings here, built in the late 1800s. The Golden Dome is actually up on top. Unfortunately, as you can see, no horse tonight. I mean, come on! I just want one horse. Is that too much to ask for? Just some, even hoof prints. I got birds chirping. Does that count? I got nothing. Gotta move on.
So there is one location left for the night, which is a haunted hotel. I'll get to that a little bit later, but on the way there, we're actually coming up on Primrose Road once again, and it's, since we only did it kind of during the daylight, we thought it might be kind of cool to go during the night, and I've heard it can be pretty spooky during the night, so I'm actually looking forward to it.
Do we have to? I mean, let's just do the hotel and let's just be done. I mean, you know, I guess we've been lucky enough not to find anything so far, so.
Well, that's the whole point. We're trying to find something. You told me yourself. I mean, we've done this twice.
Why are you all about this now? I mean, you were the one who didn't want to go out on this thing, and now, what in the world?
Well, you know, ever since I was a kid, I've always looked up these haunted stories. I mean, a little bit of me had to be, you know, intrigued by the whole stuff. I mean, I have to thank you for taking me out. This has been like a real treat. Yeah, a third time should be a charm for this place, you know?
Oh, great. Yeah, sure. But if we just go right through, I'm not getting out of the car this time. No way.
Deal. All right? You can just drive through, but I think this should be pretty cool.
All right. And this is it. This is it. I mean, all right.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped. You ready? You ready, cameraman? Let's do it.
Don't talk to the cameraman. He's not allowed to talk.
You always talk to him. Like, camera guy, can you look into that place up there? Okay. Right.
All right. We're in.
This is freaking creepy during night, even I have to say. Like, this is one of the most haunted locations in Michiana. It's one of the very well-known places.
Holy crap, this is dark.
If you turned off the lights, all lights, it would be pitch black. You wouldn't see a thing.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wow, just think about how it would be. Even you said earlier today, you're like, just imagine what it would be like in the nighttime. You said that.
Cameraman, kill your light.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we did it.
Turn off the light. Oh.
We did it. Complete dark.
I could still see a little bit. At least just a little bit of the trees, like.
Yeah.
But that was it. Oh man.
These trees, just the design even of the trees just look like they're coming in.
They're like dead and they're like grabbing for you. Oh man.
I gotta say, I am keeping it between 20 and 30.
Yeah.
I suggest to anyone else to do the same.
Like, if you did any more, like... Okay, this is crazy. We were just driving down Primrose. We weren't really catching anything. But, like, the story before was you can't use your cell phone in Primrose. They will always die. But it wasn't a cell phone that died. It was the camera. The camera just randomly died. Driving through Primrose, it could be anything, but it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, we gotta get to our last location, so see you there. Hey guys, we are at our last location of the night. We haven't seen a whole lot, but we're hoping to see a lot more from this location. This is a hotel right off of Lincoln Highway in Mishawaka, and there's an interesting haunted tale to this one. Supposedly a pilot who stayed here killed his stewardess and every now and then customers see the stewardess ghost looking back at them through the mirror. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to one of the rooms and we're gonna stay the night.
Stay the night?
Yeah. What?
What? You didn't tell me that. I thought we were just gonna kind of like from the outside. I mean,
No.
go
We
in.
haven't spent a lot of time at any of the locations, and we really need to stick this one out. So,
I don't know if I can. I just no.
no, come on, Buck. Come on.
Come
on.
I'm done. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, if you want to, I'm not gonna stop you, but you know, maybe I'll just sit out here.
Isn't that scary of a ghost story?
It doesn't look right to me.
It's a hotel.
I've just recently, I just haven't been feeling very well about these things anymore, and I'd just rather sit in the car if that's okay. I mean, I'll be right out here. I mean, the legend tells of inside the hotel. I'm sure there's nothing wrong out here. I'll wait for you. I'm sure, you know, nothing's gonna happen, and you'll just come out, and we'll go.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe you'll change your mind or something. I'm gonna go check this out. I'm gonna get a room, and I'll call you later, see how things are going. And
All right, fine.
all right.
Yeah.
Hey Buck, how you holding up?
I'm okay. What's going on in there?
It's pretty quiet. There's not much happening at all. Are you sure you don't want to come up here? It's pretty warm.
Well, no, I'm okay where I'm at. I mean, I think we'll just play it safe out here. There's been a lot going on today, and I'm just kind of relaxing a little bit now.
Yeah, you sure? It's not really scary here at all.
Well, just give me a call if something actually happens. I'll bring the camera up there and we will get it. But, you know, I'm kind of losing hope here. I'm thinking we may just have a documentary about these locations and that may just be it, you know? This may be...
Yeah, I guess I can see it.
Well, alright. Well, you know, give me a call if something happens, alright?
Will do.
Okay.
Can't believe he's doing this. I probably should have just went in there with him. It's probably scarier out here. Did you hear that? I'm just hearing things. I should just try and get some sleep. What am I thinking? I shouldn't have. I put him up to this and just look what happened to me. Seriously, I'm hearing things. I'm making it up. Oh. What am I thinking? What?
Buck? Buck?
What the? ghost ever harm a human being?
They can't, I mean, they can touch you, they can scratch you, smack you, stuff like that. They can't physically like kill you or hurt you or anything serious. I mean, you will be scared. I mean, more than likely you're gonna get hurt running away from the ghost than you would be, you know, from the ghost touching you.